Previously...
I think this week's going to be the hardest week, especially because we're running low on budget.
Our All-Stars threw their little cash into big ideas.
It's always been a gamble turning this into another room.
I know everyone's doing an attic, but I don't think they're going to do it as big as what I'm doing.
But some of them may have bitten off more than they can chew.
It just feels like you take 5 steps forward and 10 back.
Danny, now's not time to be smart, I'm serious.
Well, now's not the time for you to be a...
The floor is out 15 millimetres.
The last thing I want to tell you is that it's worse.
Maybe we should have kept it as a formal lounge.
Tonight...
Well, it looks like a big painting day for everyone.
Pick the real one.
Barbara Streisand. Our All-Stars roll out their huge paint jobs.
Who's going to spray first?
It's always a race for me and Dan, so you get the spray paint happening first.
But the fumes are making Dan and Danny fiery.
Oh, just do it, Dan.
All you do is yak, yak, yak.
And the end isn't in sight.
I'm not happy with the colour at all.
So I was up to 4 a.m. painting the walls and now it's getting changed. So I'm pretty off again.
It's a huge week on the block, with the formal lounge, hallway and utility room all needing to be delivered. Last night, they all went to the Elton John concert, courtesy of Phil.
Yeah, it was good. It was a good night. Josh fell asleep, Duncan fell asleep.
At the concert?
At the concert. I think everyone was struggling at one stage. But Rocket Man was good. I think Big Phil went out afterwards, but yeah, I was a bit tired. Today's a big day. Got some help to finish off the hallway. Got plasterers, got a tiler. Got heaps of people here today. Flat out.
Down at House 1, Phil and Amity are flat out of a different kind.
I've been standing out in front of them for about 20 minutes now, just waiting for them. It's early on, we're ready to get started, but it doesn't look like they're up yet, so there's heaps of work to be done. I think they're a bit behind schedule, but we should see how we go.
Morning.
Morning.
Go and wake up Phil.
Oh, morning. How are you? Ready to get started?
Come in. Chippy's up, ready to go. Happy with that? Nice and early. Yeah, a lot of work. A lot of work. There's Shuno.
Did you have a late one?
No, but Phil did.
Oh, of course. I was going to say, you look all right for a late one.
No, I didn't have it. I'm mature and sensible, Duncan, unlike the other member of my partnership.
Is he going to get up?
I don't know. He'll get up when I start,
Screaming?
Yeah.
Apparently he loves it when you yell.
Loves it when I yell. Loves it, especially when he's hungover. Loves it.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Phil!
Yeah.
Up at House 3, the newlyweds are having a tough time getting out of bed too.
Jenna, got a text message. Good morning, art lovers. It's challenge day.
Oh, God.
Meet me at Annandale Gallery's stat. That means now, Scotty. Oh, man.
Straight away I was very interested because Jenna and I love our artwork and hopefully it was something art-orientated.
We're not getting out of bed.
I can't, I've got no pants on.
Challenge, come on. Philip, get up. Philip. Phil, get it.
I'll put $100 down now that we beat Phil and Amity to the challenge. That's for sure. I don't think Phil's even up.
Philip. Philip. Yeah. You might need a team of specialists and an oxyviver to get him out.
And with the help of an extra strong coffee or two, it looks like Amity's got her teammate back.
So when we pulled up and we saw we were at an art gallery, I was like, oh no, we've got to paint. And I have no artistic flair. Like, I can't even, my stick figures are bad.
Ah, morning. Hey.
Well,
Morning.
All I know is that we're surrounded by a million different pieces that are worth tens of thousands of dollars, and I'm thinking, please, can we be winning one of these this week?
Welcome to Annandale Galleries, one of Sydney's finest. Now, I've got a few of my own creations on the walls today, and if you like cars, you are going to love these. art cars have been around for a while, but it wasn't until the mid-70s that they really kicked into gear, when artists like Roy Lichtenstein and Andy Warhol put them on the world stage. Your challenge today is to tune into your inner artist with your very own art car. In fact, the Suzuki Fairy just swapped your cars for 4 white, gleaming Suzuki Swifts. And with the help of the guys at Queen Street Customs, our teams are going to transform these white Suzukis into moving works of art. They need to decide on a concept, sketch their designs, select paint colours, fabric and trim, then strip the car, pull the seats apart, mark them up, tape it up and clean it down. Then it's time for the paint. And in a few days' time, you'll be judged by 2 very special guests. What is at the finish line, you ask? Suzuki are putting on the line $10,000.
What?
Ooh.
So 5,000 to your charity of choice, 3,000 for the winner, and second prize gets handy 2,000, which is great. And 2 other teams will cut up a wooden spoon in half. Enjoy. I hope it's not us.
In this game, just winning can throw the other contestants a little bit. Just that fact of saying, no, we did better than you. You see, that's all it takes, just to rub someone's nose in a little bit and say you weren't as good as us. Yeah. So there's more than just the money, there's more than just the charity.
It's got your face in it.
There's a bit of honour. It's still a competition.
OK, are you ready to get the wheels in motion?
Let's do it.
Go for it.
I'm really pumped for this challenge. You know, this is people's dreams come true, really. To design your own car, it's pretty amazing. We've got no idea what we're doing, but I'm excited.
Coming up, some people go to any extent to get the inside scoop.
Having a little squiz at the others. Oh, interesting.
Hey, back off, sister.
Get off our way from our drawing.
After a bit of a cruise, the teams arrive at Queen Street Customs.
This is like the coolest place in the world. Check out the mural behind us. So yeah, we're really excited to get in and see what we have to do today.
Welcome to Queen Street Custom. With 25 years' experience, these guys are the best in the business. Boasting jaw-dropping creations, their work has featured in magazines nationally and around the globe, and they've won some awards along the way. They really know their stuff, these fellas. Would you like to meet them?
Love to, Scotty.
Yes? Come on in, boys.
And the team drove out in their pimped up car that
Suzuki Swift?
Oh, it had about 482 speakers in it. Sure. It looked fantastic. You should see the paint finish on it. Everything about it was just totally pimped out to the max. It looked fantastic.
The Queen Street boys get to pick the teams they'd like to work with. Main man Mo picks Dan and Danny. 2IC Tubbs goes for the boys. Trimmer Ben chooses Josh and Jenna. And Phil and Amity get Buck, the paint specialist. One word of advice, use these guys wisely. Once the plans are in and the paint has been sprayed on, there is no turning back. That is it. All right, get to know each other, you're on. With $2,000 for the runners-up and $3,000 for the winners, as well as $5,000 for the winner's favourite charity, the teams are really giving this challenge their all.
This is manly stuff, not for the girls. The girls they should be at home doing, whatever it is that the girls do over there,
So this is what I had kind of thought of.
Let's go for that real beachy feel.
Yeah. It's like the car is driven through a waffle factory and the back of the car is what it should have been like.
Look at the way you're holding the pencils. It's like it's Monet, isn't it? The way you got your glasses down.
More like Mon B, but anyway.
So dark here, getting lighter, lighter.
Yeah. You'll have your squares here.
And then at the back here, we'll just have a few, as if they're fully fallen off.
Have a look at this. What's going on?
This is pretty much where it all happens.
I love the blue of Scotty's
bike.
Yeah, that's a great blue.
It's time to pull out all the interior.
Alrighty.
And we'll go from there.
Let's do it.
All right, let's go.
I don't know how that's done.
Just do it. There's a headrest. That's how you pull the seat out.
Yeah.
Oh, how are we going, Troops?
Yeah, good,
All right.
thanks.
It looks as though you're almost getting ready to whack a bit
Now
of
we're
paint
going
on.
to whack the paper on.
Getting there.
Oh, paper on now.
Paper on there, onto the tape.
Yeah.
And we just push the paper onto the tape.
Right. It looks like some teams aren't working quite so hard as others.
Having a little squiz at the others. Ah, Checkers. That's a bit like the one that was in the art gallery. Right. Ah, interesting. Doesn't give me much to go with. Ah, multicolours. That'll look really pretty. Nice.
Hey, back off, sister.
Get off our way from our drawing. We had some 3-year-olds in to do that. We noticed Amity walking past, having a look at our car design and our paint detail. And look, how could she not, really?
That's it.
When you looked at something that was that schmick...
She was worried.
Yeah.
All right, so wherever a stitch line meets up on the next panel,
Yep.
you put a T, like that.
You've got the red, the black, and then the red and black in that.
Well, he won't argue.
The red and black, that's right.
Red and black.
Can't beat red and black. Like this.
Yes, it's a sewing machine, but it's got a throttle, so surely Mark can handle this one.
It's like a Gatling gun. This is manly stuff, not for the girls. The girls they should be at home doing, you know.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
It's got a hair trigger. Oh, look, that's perfect for her. That'll be perfect for Phil and Amity's car. That's coming out really nicely.
Oh!
Thanks,
Can't
mate.
wait to see some colour on it. Wherever they are, the All-Stars are always thinking about the block and their next room delivery. And it seems watching Buck spray paint their car is giving Phil and Amity some
It
ideas.
sure does beat hand painting, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, this is what I want to do in the hall. Can't we do it? Everyone else will be done and we'll just be the two suckers still rolling 2 days later.
So we're sitting here watching this spray paint action go, and I thought...
Making me
look
more
quite quick,
determined
doesn't
to
it?
spray paint. We
Yeah.
really are. Let's just give it a go. What's the worst that can happen?
Oh, there's plenty.
It's not really. Especially in the hall when it's just everything's getting painted.
Yeah, I suppose we could. We'll give it a go. Spray painting. We'll do a bit of Gen Y.
I'm pretty excited about the car. The spray painter there was pretty on track with what we wanted, so I can't wait to see the car roll out of the garage. I think it's going to look pretty cool. It's very, very us. I think it's a bit white, a bit colourful, and a bit minimal too. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what they can bring out.
Leaving the guys at Queen Street Customs to paint through the night, the teams head back to the block to crack on with their painting.
Challenge day was fun, actually, because it was creative but not too physically demanding. So that was a big relief because I think we're all so tired that it just would have killed everyone.
I think we're all just starting to really feel it. You know, we're almost, I think we are about halfway and everyone's breaking. But, you know, that's the block and that's how it is. You lose your pillow sometimes as well.
Coming up, spray painting doesn't solve everyone's problems.
The minute you said you were going to do the skirts and arcs on you, I'd be
I'm
finishing
doing the
and...
skirts and arcs and I've been doing them the whole time, Dan.
It's Ben Hur week on the block. These guys have 3 rooms to deliver in just 5 short days. And it seems everyone's got the same thing on their minds.
You just look just as good.
Right? You've always been out or something.
What'll we do today, mate?
They're dressed the same.
Subliminally, I think you boys are painting today.
Do you two work out the night before what you're going to wear?
No, it's in the Waddle manual. That's just, if you're going to paint for the day, you've got to wear your white shirt, your grey shorts,
Okay.
have messy hair and smelly breath.
Fantastic.
I think you're ready for painting.
If you wear these shirts, the paint actually just like...
You don't see it?
Yeah, no, it misses it. It just goes and just reflects it.
Well, fantastic. You're a couple of wonderful specimens.
That's why we're here.
Well, it looks like a big painting day for everyone.
Yeah.
Well, it'll be a painting week for everyone, really, to get this done.
But, you know, we were talking about spraying, but Lorenzo, our gyp rocker, just said, look, just roll it. It's fine. He just rolled this entire thing in like half an hour.
With the plaster.
Yeah, so I think I might do it because when you hand paint and roll, you get, I reckon you get a much better quality finish. I mean, all of our rooms have been handmade, you know.
Yeah, but we haven't won one yet. And they've sprayed and they have.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good point. But
And number 2, Mark and Duncan are finding their big hallway a massive challenge. By turning their formal lounge into a third bedroom, they've actually extended their hall, and therefore their problem.
The biggest hurdle this week is the hallway, because that ties in every room we've designed. And the judges did say last week, just be careful that it can all tie in together. So I think that's what the judges will be looking at this week, the fact that does my design tie in for each room? So my thinking is to put probably a shelf about this height, which was always the case to hide the joint in the backboard because I couldn't get the backboard here. So I'll fix a shelf off there, which gives me a really nice frame to then put another bit of black painted backing with a frame that has my face on one and has Mark's face on the other. How about that, hey? Now that's art. Pick the real one. So we put one here as a bit of art. Hold your head up there, hey? And then one here.
Back at number 1, Phil and Amity also made the bold move to make their formal lounge into a third bedroom. And that means a lot of extra decisions to make.
Well, definitely lower. So basically an open cupboard down here, down low, and then shelves at the top. A bulkhead open cupboard coming up here.
Great.
This is definitely going to be a bedroom, but I wanted to sort of convey that it could still be a formal lounge if you wanted it to. So I was going to try and decorate it a bit of a mix, but then I decided that's a bit too confusing for the market, so I need to just say this is a bedroom. So I'm going to decorate it still in kind of a unisex way in blue, white and red, so it could be either sex, but definitely kids' bedroom. Not a specific age kid, I'm going to try and keep it kind of open. But yeah, I want to say to the market, this is a kid's room. I hope we pull it off.
It's been a brave move, John.
Lounge conversion.
We want it to look right.
I think it's ingenious.
Oh, thanks, Sonny.
The Gen Ys are both keeping their formal lounge rooms as formal lounge rooms. So it's all about painting for these guys. And even that's turned into a competition.
Get your wallet.
Who's going to spray first?
Did you get your wallet? We are. We're prepped.
I've got the paint in the foot in the actual tub of paint. I'm ready to go.
You're well ahead of me. So have you done all your floors? Have you?
Yeah,
right, you have.
Doesn't take long.
All right, I'm starting. I'll catch you soon.
We have to spray the hallway and the living room, which is definitely achievable. I should be able to smash in 1 coat of primer and 3 coats of colour on that. And then after that, I might just sand in linen cupboard and spray in there as well. But my plasterer's coming tomorrow to sand the linen cupboard and upstairs as well, and we're going to spray all that in one go.
Having committed to making a kid's room, Amity is not holding back.
I've decided I'm definitely doing a kids' room. I'm going to embrace the fact that it's a third bedroom and market it to families.
And she's got a clear concept to follow.
I've come here and it's the most glorious store. I'm just going to want to get everything for my children's room as well. Have to have this. Look. So cute. Gorgeous. Cute. Beep soon. Cute. Cute. It's so cute. You should get that one.
Did you want to take all these things?
Yes, thank you. And that one as well.
Great.
I'll bring it up. Anything else? That is really cute.
Yeah, it's really so handy.
Yes. Thank you. Oh, how cute are they?
Thank you very much. No problem's fine.
Back at the block, people are taking their painting very seriously indeed.
1 coat down, brother. It's always a race for me and Dan, so you get the spray paint happening first. Yeah, he gets a bit upset when I rub it into him, so I thought he was going to beat me last night in spray, but he didn't, so the race is on.
Up next, Dan and Danny can't handle the extra pressure.
For what reason do we have to cover
Oh, just do it, Dan.
With 3 separate spaces to deliver this week, everyone's getting stuck into the painting.
Great.
But the Gen Ys have turned it into a race. Like these two need any more reason to argue.
You're rushing ahead to try and spray just because Josh is, and you're not focusing on any of the detail that once it's sprayed can't be fixed.
Yes, it can.
Oh, yeah, it can. Because we're going to have so much time.
Getting a coat on is more important than anything at the moment, Danny.
Oh, okay.
It is.
Yep.
It is, and I'm not.
Doesn't matter if the walls aren't sanded properly or anything like that, but getting that coat on...
The walls are sanded.
No, they're not. That hasn't been sanded either.
Well, it's not sanded.
I love doing that. I love having it already done once and then doing it again.
Well, so do I. There's no point whinging about it. If it's not done, it's not done. Do it. Danny, we have to spray.
The 70 metres of skirting boards and stuff.
Spraying now is more important than anything.
Then all this stuff has to be undercoated as well.
All you do is yak, yak, yak.
Because I want stuff done right.
Yak, yak, yak.
Because I want stuff done right. Well, nothing that I'm doing is important, so...
Did I say that?
Well,
Did I say that,
you
Danny?
never let me finish anything.
Can't live with them, can't live without them.
Phil is unsure about spray painting, so he's called in Josh for some advice.
Because I tend to do old school, like rolling stuff, but...
No, this is the new school, mate. There you get into it. All you do...
Yeah.
So, I would just put that in your bucket of paint.
Yeah.
Say for every 10 litres I'd get, like a pump bottle.
Yeah.
Maybe like a 3/4 of a pump bottle of water.
Yeah.
And then just put that foot in there. And I'll just give it a mix up.
Yeah.
What I do is, I'll spray all the corners, so then you're like, it's trailing behind you.
Yeah.
Right? And then just like jump out of the room for a couple of seconds.
Why is that?
We'll just let it just dampen a bit.
But it literally sprays everywhere. It obviously just...
No, it'll spray like that, like a V.
Right.
And then you just...
But how do you get it on yourself, though?
It goes everywhere. It just like sprays everywhere. Like whatever doesn't stick to the wall, just because there's so much air pressure coming out, it just blows it all over the shop. It's like a cloud. I opened my door, it's just like a big cloud of white just came out.
No. Josh came over and gave me a lesson 101 on spray painting, and but he just gets so messy. Like he paint all over him and in his eyes, and I'm thinking, well, I get a little bit messy rolling, but not. This seems horrific.
Then back that one. Back.
Maybe a second lesson from the expert at Kennard's Hire will convince him.
Wind your left one in.
Look, it's a big time saver, spray painting, but I actually enjoy painting. I actually like painting, which is kind of weird, I suppose, but I do. But it's sitting there, the spray paint machine is sitting there, and if I get to the death knock and I've got a spray ball, I can spray. But for now, I think I'll roll. Yeah, this is the way I roll.
Dan, finish prepping.
Back at number 4, things don't seem to have calmed down.
Just cover the back door, please.
Can I ask why we have to cover the back door?
Because it's windy and there's paint blowing everywhere. Just do it.
For what reason do we have to cover these?
Oh, just do it, Dan.
You're just making more work for yourself.
Stop arguing, just do it. But no, you're creating more work for us by not doing it.
Let's cover off our only doorway. Makes sense. Danny, it makes more sense to get this room prepped so I can start spraying in here.
Shut
and
up.
you can stay ahead of me in there and prep.
Shut up.
Just think about it for a minute.
How about you think about it and finish doing one job before you start the next?
I've got to start spraying, Danny.
Shut
That's
up,
why there's
Dan.
two of us. You stay ahead of me and you prep. I spray. Not rocket science. Jeez.
This happens all the time and it's so frustrating. He just charges ahead. He started prepping and then stopped halfway to start painting and then got angry because I hadn't finished off the prepping. So I've just let him do what he wants to do and we'll see what happens. I think he's worried because Josh already has one coat on, but I think he just needs to not think about anyone else and think about doing the job properly.
It's a beautiful day, so I thought I should pop my head in and say hi.
Here's my
hi,
two
Steve.
favourite blokes on the block.
Hello, mate.
How are we?
Oh, we're good.
Go through the list of what you've got to do in the next couple of days. Tell me what you're doing.
Oh, we've got some
paint,
floor
of
patching
course.
to do, the linen press to do, lots of painting to do.
150 square metres of painting, 3 coats, probably 450 square metres of painting.
Yeah. So we probably have a few late nights in there somewhere.
I reckon there might be a couple of late
Yeah,
nights
I
in
think
there.
so.
It is a shame that you're stuck inside, though, I reckon. Really, think nothing of it.
Yeah, good on you, yeah.
No, I do think about you blokes all the time. And I thought to myself on the way here, I thought, look, if I was any decent sort of a bloke, I'd get my two mates outside and whack on a challenge and get them out and about in the sun. That's what I'd do if I was a good bloke. And so that is what I've decided. I need you guys wash up your rollers, get in your Suzukis, and meet me at Eastern Creek Raceway.
No.
Yes.
Is there a pool there?
No. But you'll have a great day.
Oh, this sounds fun.
And good prizes. See ya.
See ya.
See you there.
Yeah, we'll be there. Well, you don't have to ask me twice to go to Eastern Creek. I'm off. See you later. This will be great.
It's time for the teams to head out to the challenge. But Dan and Danny have different ideas.
You've got to be much lighter than that. That's way too much.
Okay. Danny and Dan are more under the pump to get their painting done because they're line washing their floors.
Oh, right.
That's why. So that would take 3 days.
Lime washing.
Yes.
Going to a challenge and we're gonna lose.
No.
We've just done it in about 10, 15 minutes. Now we're good.
I need something to eat.
Well,
Starving.
I think Phil will do all right in this. You know what? It's my dreams road race car.
Is that?
Yep.
Danny Andy.
Coming up, things go from bad to worse for Dan and Danny.
Don't eat, just go. We've got no petrol. You're not.
Yes, I am.
It's paintbrushes down for the afternoon as the teams head off to the challenge. But not everyone's running to time.
What are you doing?
I'm coming, shut up.
Sake, Danielle. Don't eat, just go.
I had to get my...
We've got no petrol.
I can hear I'm getting something to eat.
No, we're not. We're
Yes,
getting
we
there.
are. I'm getting something to eat.
Danielle, we're not.
Pass me the thing. Yes, I am.
You're not.
Yes, I am.
Well, you're getting it at the servo.
Don't tell me what I can and can't do, Dan. I need to have something to eat, so I will be.
So we arrived at Eastern Creek Raceway, automatically go-karting. This is going to be so much fun because we all love go-karting.
Don't you look fantastic? Amity, you look pale. What's the matter?
I hate it.
Yeah, I hate it.
I don't like it. I was loving the outfits and the whole Top Gun thing, not so much loving the idea of having to get in a go-kart.
Welcome, speed racers, to Eastern Creek International Go-Karting Track, one of the finest karting tracks in the world. Now, I figured while Mo and the rest of the team at Queen Street Customs was transforming your Suzukis into your creative art cars, that we'd have some competition. And considering it's formal lounge room week, those Suzuki safes and what's inside them must be well and truly on your mind. Well, I reckon today we should open one.
Wow.
We are totally useless at challenges, but this is kind of, I don't know, we might be in with a chance on this one. I think that they really need to do a hairdressing challenge and then maybe I'll have a chance, but yeah, we'll see how we go.
All right, we have got the carts and we have got the drivers. Now what we need are some race officials. And for that, I have brought in some very special motorheads to give us a hand. You want to meet them?
Yeah.
Here they come. Who have we got?
Brad Lara.
That's right. It's the winners from the block last year, Brad and Lara. Yeah. Now, as well as being veteran race officials, expert renovators, Brad and Lara are also internationally renowned art critics. You're welcome.
Yeah, thanks.
So as well as being race officials today, they will also be judging your art cars.
I reckon they'll be quite partial to a beach car.
Yeah.
They live in Newcastle, beach. Yeah.
We ready to go?
Yeah.
Couple of safe codes on the line. Someone's going to open a safe today. Good luck. The winners will get to open a safe. Second and third will both get 2 safe codes each to add to their collection. Last place gets nothing.
I guess our safe's the only safe that's been opened on the block, and it probably hurts us a little bit. We've also only won $1,000 to date, so look, we need a safe just to keep the budget going, to have money and to finish the house, so we really need to win today.
Teams will compete in a set of practice laps to choose the best driver from their team for the final. First up, it's Mark and all the boys, and Duncan will go against the girls. And they're racing in their team colours. Are you ready, drivers?
What are you doing? As we're going around the first lap, it's all tight. There's a few bumps and all of that. Then all of a sudden, my cart decides to stop. And automatically, I just see 3 go-karts go straight past me. And I'm fuming.
Dan's got something wrong with his car, I think.
Well, Dan is in all sorts of trouble. He's bogged his cart. He's got it restarted. He's about to be lapped right now. This is unbelievable. He started the race in first place. Phil way out in front. I don't reckon Josh is going to catch him.
not only did Phil win, he was doing the old finger point as he was going around each corner. Very cocky, good win.
Can't renovate, can go again.
At Piano will travel.
Race 2, it's Duncan and the girls. That's Duncan off, and Duncan back on again.
That's so good. Who's Jenna? Jenna's quick, isn't she?
Danny was in front of me at the start, and I was just like, I'm going to get her.
Jenna's got her. Jenna is in front. Duncan's in all sorts. He's coming last now. Oh, no, he can't be coming last because Amity just dropped the kids off and she's on the way to the shops now to get the groceries. Here she comes now, just cruising along nice and slowly.
There I was, just like driving Miss Daisy.
Driving Miss Daisy.
At the back, just chugging along, but that's okay. That's okay.
I think she thought she was driving the school zone the whole time.
40 zone.
You get me a carton of milk. But in the main race, Jenna is out front.
Way out in
Have
front.
a look at Jenna. Look at that.
I was tapped out by Duncan, spinning all over the place. So I was pretty much out of the race straight away.
Well, I can't catch Jenna if Danny's in my way, so I get her out of the way and then I had a chance. Controversy on turn 2. Oh, dear.
Oh, no, that's Duncan. And Amity might catch him.
I think at one stage I did pass Duncan because he spun out and I was quite excited about that, but then it wasn't long before he passed me again.
And that's a win for Josh and Jenna.
Here comes Duncan now. He'll be a disappointed man.
Coming up, things heat up in the final race for the game-changing safe code.
Dan is in a full panic.
And later,
The amount that we have to get done in 2 days, I think we have to do it. Otherwise, we never get it done.
Oh, my God.
Phil still can't bring himself to talk about it.
That was a pretty good race. It finished 5 minutes ago. Yeah, it was good. But of course, it's not finished, really.
No.
Until we get the last car coming across the line, which...
The turtle.
It's just taking forever. I thought by the time I'd finished that sentence, she would have been coming.
Here she comes.
Where?
It's just nice and slowly.
Here she comes.
they've all picked their strongest driver to compete in the final race. And not surprisingly, Amity's not racing again. So, it's Phil, Dan, Jenna and Mark.
Are you ready? Dan is in a full panic. He's got Jenna right up his clacker and only seconds away from him spinning out.
She's trying so hard.
Jenna's tough, isn't she? She's tough.
This is it. Dan is in front. There is 1 lap to go when they pass here, and if Dan gets it, they're opening somebody's safe. Looks like Dan has won himself a safe opening. You get it. Well done. Here comes Mark. Good effort, mate. Absolutely appalling. But anyway, he can't hear us.
We got a challenge! Oh, good work. That was awesome.
Thanks, buddy. Thank you, mate.
You are lucky. She is so good.
So Dan and Danny get to open a safe. And Josh and Jenna and Phil and Amity scored 2 codes each, bringing them in line with Mark and Duncan.
Well, congratulations, drivers. Absolutely outstanding effort. The girls almost beat the boys, which I would have loved to have seen. In 2nd, 3rd and 4th place is everybody else. Please come up onto the podium. Well done. Good driving.
And the winners of our inaugural Block All-Stars Go-Kart Grand Prix, Dan and Danny.
Thank you.
There you go.
Oh, the race. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Oh, the chances.
Grand Prix stuff.
Big build-up. Ready? Ready?
Guinness! We popped our challenge, Jerry.
Are you safe or are you opening?
Well, my thoughts about safes is that we should open Phil and Amity because I'm worried that whoever's safes don't get opened might get to keep their contents.
I reckon we might have to kiss our safe contents goodbye.
Well, I just spoke to Dan and he said that Danny's pretty keen to
Rubber's blind.
open, yes, Robert's blind in the safe. But he said no, he's going to choose someone else's because...
Really?
Well, he's got a strategy that he reckons he's worked it out, what's going on.
Ah,
Yeah.
interesting.
Let's play with them all, but we'll open Phil and Amity's, but let's play with them.
Another day begins on the block. Our Block All-Stars are now halfway through the week and halfway through the Renault. It's been a tough few weeks and it's only going to get tougher. In the last 3 weeks, they've finished the 2 front bedrooms and the bathroom. And this week, they've got to do nearly the same amount of space again. They're doing the hallway, the formal lounge room, and a third space, the linen cupboard. Money's tight and time is short. Time to get cracking.
Sun comes up, try to beat the traffic. Got a lot to do. Big list, 2 pages. All in all, a big day and an important day because this really determines what the rest of the week's like. Because if I don't achieve a lot today, I've got to have another full day shopping. Yay! Away for the day.
While Duncan's up and at 'em, Mark's having a bit of trouble getting fired up.
I've had 3 nights in a row where I haven't probably been to bed until 1:30, so... And you get up at 6 o'clock, and at my age, the body's just going, oh, what are you doing to me? We'll keep plodding along and we'll be right.
Next door, our mum and dad team, Amity and Phil, are old hands at going short of sleep.
We're staying there all day. I love it.
We've had a few hours sleep, which is good, but we're up now because the trade's going to roll in. There's going to be a lot of sanding today, a lot of sanding of the walls and ceilings. Look, Am's been working around the clock to get this one done, and the confidence isn't really there with this. She thinks, oh, I don't think we'll win this week. The decision I have to make is whether I spray or roll.
The amount that we have to get done in 2 days, I think we have to do it spraying, otherwise we'll never get it done. I think Phil's nervous about spraying because he's never done it before and he thinks he's just going to stuff it.
I'm undecided whether I'm going to go for it or not, but decisions have to be made quickly because Renfrew's coming up, so...
Coming up, some secret weapons are in danger of being discovered.
Happened to get a glimpse through the boys' room and we saw something quite interesting.
Do we blindfold them? What do we do?
Up at House 4, Danny's into the prep on the hallway, but boyfriend Dan is still in bed.
Dan's still asleep. He had a really, really late night, so he's just taking a bit of few extra hours this morning to try and catch up. Otherwise, he'll just be feeling crap all day.
Dan did an heroic job finishing that lounge room last night, but there's a problem.
I'm not happy with the colour at all. It's lilac, and as soon as the floors are done, it'll be more lilac because the floors are white. So it's, yeah. And once I start putting other things up against it, like the charcoal curtains, it will emphasise the fact that it's lilac and not grey or browner or whatever. So, but I was supposed to be painting this room and I said that I would paint it today. But he's painted it, which was awesome, but it's lilac.
All Dan's good boyfriend points straight down the tube. Next door, newlyweds Josh and Jenna are well ahead of the others.
We got the whole thing painted yesterday with the challenge.
Because they are going all white, they never have colour issues and they can spray paint the whole job.
Jen and I have done the grey and we've painted that. It's really hard to pull it off and cut it in, so it takes a lot of time and effort. Whereas me, I just go hell for leather, but I'm getting really good at spraying now, so it's taking me sort of half the time, and especially in the ceiling, I'm just going to spray everything white under the roof sheets and all the plaster and the floors too, so I think it's best for all of us if we do that.
Ah, yes, upstairs. Josh and Jenna have cleverly created an extra storage space in the roof cavity.
It's not the most practical space, but it's still good enough for storage, and it's just a bonus for the buyer, you know, because it costs us a fortune to get it up here, so it's going to be a nice little finish. And they're going to put like a little quarter bead around all the edges.
Yeah,
so it's like a little sort of quarter hump,
Great.
which will be nice, but I think it's going to make it look a lot more expensive than what it actually is.
A bonus for the buyer. And wait, there's more. Chest freezers under the floor in the linen cupboard. In fact, it looks like everyone has their own little surprises for reveal this week. And Josh and Jenna have a fair idea of what the boys are up to.
Happened to get a glimpse through the boys' room and we saw something quite interesting, something quite large and inbuilt and something that resembled a party wall.
And it's interesting because it's something that we thought about ages ago, but then we felt that the living and kitchen space out the back wasn't big enough for a three-bedder.
Yep, the boys are making a third bedroom. But heritage regulations mean that you can't damage or change the ornate cornices or the skirting boards. So the boys have come up with a cunning plan.
Dunk's gone out shopping, pick up some gear, and get the Perspex templates for the wall.
Mark and Duncan are having some Perspex laser cut to fit exactly around the ornate cornices and skirtings.
Might pay off. Yeah, the kids' room paid off, so this might pay off too.
And there's another extra.
Ah, look at that.
The boys will have attic storage as well.
There's nothing like a nice opening, is there, eh? Look at that. And that's a lovely opening. So we can get this into there now. We've got a really schmicko ladder here. It'll go in. And then we'll get some of these sheets of flooring that we had left over up into there, and yibba, it's all done.
Miles of room up here.
Amity and Phil have also decided to make a third bedroom. They've had a room divider built and they're having a Perspex surround too.
Wooden test.
Yeah, this is the template. We can cut that either side of it. I think.
Do you need a hammer, bro? Yeah, hammer.
I'll tell you in 1 minute.
But Amity's not sure it's going to win her the week.
I'm feeling really confident that we've added value. I'm just not confident about what the judges will think. I just think going up against lounge rooms is going to be hard.
Secret weapons everywhere. Over at house number 4, Dan's awake and Danny's giving him the bad news about the paint colour.
So I was up till 4 a.m. painting the walls and now it's getting changed. Awesome. Oh, Danny doesn't like the colour shriek, which is purple in it. It's been sitting out the front for a week. The whole staying up at 4 a.m. wasted, so I'm pretty pissed off again. It's not hard to open up, try the paint, send it back.
You could have done it, Dan.
This is 2 rooms in a row now that's happened, so I'm not happy.
Now trying to put the guilt on me because he stayed up till 4 painting this room. He said that as soon as he started painting it, he knew that it was purple, so he probably should have just stopped painting it. And in my defence, the paint has been sitting out there for a week, but he could have tested it as well. So it's no one's fault, but yeah, I'm not going to sit here and take blame for it.
But it's not all doom and gloom.
Safe day, woohoo!
Every house has a Suzuki safe in the lounge room, but the combinations have to be earned.
We did win yesterday. We won the go-karts. Dan won and can open someone's safe.
They can open anyone's safe but their own.
I don't know. I mean, we could go for Josh and Jenna's. They've won 10 grand. Phil and Amity, they've already opened a safe, our safe.
That's right. Back in week 1, when Phil and Amity won the combination to one of the safes, they chose to open Dan and Danny's.
That's a lot of money.
There's a key.
A key.
And what a score. 7 grand cash, the front of their house painted, a Suzuki mini bike for the kiddies,
Swap or not. Oh, we were right.
and the opportunity to swap houses with Dan and Danny, which they decided against.
Why make them feel any anxiety if they don't have to? Let's just let that go, because just them knowing that we got all that money was enough of a blow, I'm sure.
So Dan and Danny could be about to hit the jackpot. Now, whose safe will they choose?
I know who I want to open. Danny knows who she wants to open. Who do we go for?
Who do we go for?
And when they open the safe, they are also going to get a special preview of someone's lounge room. Those secrets are getting harder to keep.
I just hope they don't want to do it now, because we don't want them to see the wall, and we have to think about, do we blindfold them, what do we do? I don't know, I can't even think about that.
Hello, hello, I've been waiting, watching you all night, I don't know why.
Our block All-Stars are halfway through the toughest week on the block so far. And Dan, in an effort to get ahead, stayed up all night painting the formal lounge. Problem is, Danny doesn't like the colour. And it's really coloured their day.
You could have opened it. You could have had a
Yeah,
look
but
at
Danny,
it.
you're the one that chose the colour, not me.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like, I can't be responsible for all of it. Like, I can't do all of it. I'm trying my best to do all of it, and it's hard.
You don't do all of it. I'm the one that does a lot of it.
I make all of the decisions.
Yeah, okay.
Well, that's what I mean.
It's just a bit hard when you're up to 4 a.m.
That's not my fault, Dan. I told you not to do that last night.
I was trying to get ahead.
But you knew. Well, I don't know why you'd continue. Apparently you're supposed to get sample pots. I didn't know this because I've never had an issue with paint colour before. It's all just been really good.
Luckily for Danny, Wattle has a paint exchange policy. And Danny's really making the most of it.
Cheers, bye. We've got about 100 litres out the front, so...
They can take that back.
They can take it back.
To save time, she's had Mida 10 deliver the full quantity of every colour. Then she'll send the colours she doesn't want back. Over at House 3, Josh and Jenna are having some paint dramas of their own.
Hey, Jenna.
As Josh tries to pass on his spray painting expertise to Jenna.
Yep. The dial, wind it anti-clockwise all the way.
Anti-clockwise.
Yes, Jenna, see that? Other way, anti-clockwise.
Anti-clockwise?
Other way.
This way?
Other way.
This way? That's clockwise.
If you're looking at it.
Oh, okay.
Other way. Oh my God.
We should probably paint it next to the window.
Danny's learned from her experience. This time she's not taking any chances with the wall colour.
It's just a greyer tone and similar.
She's trying out every shade of grey.
Got them all on?
Yep.
Can't even see the other two.
They're just greyer greys.
Middle one, I reckon.
The middle one, you reckon?
I don't know.
Do you want to just quickly have a look at this now it's dried? Because I got to go.
Yeah, I'm not really fussed, to be
Yeah,
honest.
see, this is where I need your help, Dan. Otherwise, we wouldn't be in this mess.
I actually like the colour on the wall compared to that.
Ew, do you?
Yeah.
Ew. No, can't have a purple room.
Back at House 3, Josh is working smart. While he paints upstairs, the sanding team can get started down below. Earlier this week, our All-Stars were challenged to design a custom paint job for their Suzukis.
So this is what I had kind of thought of.
It's like the car is driven through a wattle factory.
So, like, I reckon we've hit the jackpot getting you, the paint man. Like, the paint is the most important thing, is it not? Of this whole thing?
It's going to make the car, isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
And back at the block, Amity's had some positive news from her car spray painter.
I've just been chatting to Buck at Queen Street Customs, and he's going to send us a photo of what they've done so far. Because it's ready tomorrow.
The art car.
So...
Let's check it out on this thing. How cool's that?
Can you actually see the sun, though?
Wow, that's just the front.
So there's the sunset there.
Yes, look at that.
So is the
How
sun
cool
on
is
the
that?
side? That's cool that he could just text that
Straight
to
to
this
this
photo
thing.
frame.
Yeah.
I think I need to get one of them.
Yeah.
In house number 4, Danny leaves Dan to paint the formal lounge room. Again. And gets on with the shopping.
I have to buy a sofa today. The Sofa Place Project 82, they're a smaller furniture store opened up in Surrey Hills. Shelley from there's been really super helpful trying to get me some stuff sorted out in the time frame because it's basically if no one has a sofa available then we're a bit stuffed.
Designing a room in this time frame is like building a house of cards. And if Danny can't find the piece she imagined,
What else would you have available?
she may have to start all over again.
It's an armchair without spending 300,000, $3 grand.
Yeah.
Duncan's in the same boat as Danny. But his plans are coming together beautifully.
I was after 2 of these.
Yep.
These exact ones with the globes.
Well, that's the lights done. Time to sort out the walls. Duncan's got it all figured out.
We think of now wallpapering the hall.
It's not just that he likes the look of wallpaper.
See, man, I quite like that wallpaper on the bulkhead there, just above you.
But also that he can get a professional to hang it and take some of the pressure off Mark with the painting.
I just don't want to paint. I'm sick of painting. And I'm just trying to give the judges something refreshing to look at. So that's just sort of come in, has it? That's sort of newish?
It's a newer range, yeah.
New one?
Yeah.
So no one else would have it?
No. It's very new. We've only just got stock of it, so...
Sold.
Done.
Done. Thanks, Megan. No, seriously, I'll be right.
Well, that's how to shop when you know what you want. But Danny still doesn't trust her judgment.
Did you like that glass one? Because that one comes with 3 light bulbs inside.
I'm not sure if it'd really go in the house.
And it means everything takes that much longer.
Danny, do you like this one here?
No.
What are these ones? When it actually is turned on, you get the reflection of
Right,
them.
okay, so that's probably not ideal. And what's this one? That one's down the back.
That's down the back, yep.
Might be too big. What's the dimensions of that one? That's a little bit smaller, isn't it?
46 centimetres.
I've actually got no idea what I want.
With just a few days to go before reveal and the 2 largest rooms in the house needing a full heritage restoration, Phil finally made the decision to spray instead of roll.
Phil still can't bring himself to talk about it.
Let this story be a warning to us all. Tomorrow night,
I'm coming in and we're spraying.
Phil and Amity learn a lesson in spray painting.
That's a beautiful job, mate.
But painting isn't their only problem.
I'm not precious when roofs start caving in.
Along with House 2, they're experiencing serious setbacks.
This is getting to the point where it's a massive unfair disadvantage.
And the Blockinator is copping the blame.
Where the hell's Keith? How about a bit of courtesy and letting us know what's happening? You've cost us all $10,000 because we can't finish our rooms.
I wouldn't go that far.
OK, well, it'll be the first time in history a room's not even close to being finished, and it's because of you.
Later this week,
Let's go, Keithy.
Dan offers Keith a knuckle sandwich.
If you want to have a fisticuff, mate, I'm more than happy to go on the ring. Keithy and I, Keithy George, are dancing. Here's the ring. Anytime, Blockinator.
Dan, just relax, mate.
But with a game-changing 10 grand prize on offer,
It all just comes down to money.
our blockheads can't afford to lose focus.
No one has ever done this before on the block. Past seasons.
It's pretty exciting.
Unfortunately for Mark and Duncan, the blows keep coming.
Trodden on the ceiling. How much bad luck can you have in 1 week?
And Mark is beginning to lose all hope.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong. I'm ready to throw in the towel. I miss the girls. I miss Jan.
But the judges will show no mercy.
Oh my God.
It's completely underwhelming.
They've lost their mojo.
I'm bored.
With emotions big and workloads bigger, it looks like Ben-Hur Week is living up to its epic name.
Whose idea was this week?
There's a little speck of light at the end of a tunnel, or it could be a big blob of paint in my eye.
Feels like an auction winner to us, and it just looks so, it's such a wow.
I've been really overwhelmed. It's honestly been one of the hardest weeks on the block.
It's all happened this week, and I just can't wait for that to be over and start next week fresh.
Ready for Maltese.